On my way to do the Idaho BDR again this year. I think we're at the high point on the Magruder. I gotta tell you, I still love it. Still love it. Love it. Here, 6,587 feet. No flats, no runs, no drips, no errors. We'll be heading out that way. Look at that, blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, baby, love it. Wilderness out here, you can camp anywhere. I see a fire over there. That's not cool. That's not cool. Idaho BDR, we love it. I love it. Love it! Yeah, you know, overall I love this trip. Rain or shine. Idaho BDR, I love you! I wish everybody safe travels. Keep the rubber side down. To do the Idaho BDR again this year. I'm just now getting out of town. It's a holiday weekend, lots of traffic. I'm at the New Halem Visitor Center here by the Seattle City Light railway train. Pretty cool. Yeah, we'll make our way up into the Northwest Cascades, or North Cascades Highway here, over to Winthrop, and get over to Idaho tonight. I'm out here on the North Cascades Highway. You see behind me the Liberty Bell. Let's see if you can see it. Right there. Yeah. A beautiful drive. Beautiful drive. Beautiful ride, I should say. Go through Kettle Falls, I believe, and ride the North Cascades Highway through the Okanagans. So, yeah, wonderful day. The weather's just perfect. Not too hot yet. I hope it doesn't get much hotter. Look at that. What a great highway. Great highway. All right. Well, I think we'll get back on the bike and get at it. Love that peak back there, though. Liberty Bell. It's the highlight of the North Cascade Highway, in my opinion. Just outside of Republic, a place called Old Wakanda. It was an old gold mine. Anyhow, it's been a fun ride so far. I actually stopped to do some personal business, and I got struck by a rattlesnake. That's right. Thick motorcycle pants, though. It didn't do anything. It curled up and it hissed and rattled. And anyways, I backed off and threw a couple big rocks at it, and it kind of slithered away. Unfortunately, I think I injured the creature. I don't know how to tell the age of them. It had like 6 rattles or so, so I don't know. It was pretty big and a huge diamond head on it. So anyhow, that scared the rest of the business out of me, so to speak. But I didn't want to hang around there, and I'm glad I got up in elevation here. It's been a long time since I've seen a rattlesnake. First time I've ever been struck by one. That was very interesting. Anyhow, yeah, Old Wakanda, Highway 20, Washington State. On my way to the Idaho BDR. for the munchies, do you? Yeah, you guys might notice something new in my video, and that's a big girl back there, right there. Let's get it in the camera. A new 1200 GS Rally. Had this bike for a couple of years now, and just now getting around to riding it. I finally got it all kitted out to go on adventure rides. Sadly, I sold my Gretchen. 100,000 miles. She served me well. I'm very sad that I sold her. I should have probably kept her, but let's take a look at it. I'll do a quick walk around. So this is Heidi, the new Grizzly adventure bike. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty sweet ride. I decided to go with soft panniers. Got tired of banging the old ones out after I had tips and falls. Never had any crashes, but lots of tips and falls on these trips. Yeah, like my license plate. Perfect. I'm at Kettle Falls. I left the house pretty early this morning. Being a 3-day weekend, wasn't sure about getting any campsites. So yeah, but I'm at Kettle Falls. It's pretty warm out here. It's gonna be the big thing when it's hot. I just have a really hard time sleeping in the tent. I actually sleep better when it's cold. So. I gotta say, it really wasn't that hot today until I got over here to Kettle Falls. Going through the North Cascades Highway was nice and refreshing. A little chilly actually. I wore my air vent jacket, and going up through Sherman Pass and all that was a nice cool down. It's dropping down out of there. Boy, you sure felt the humidity and the heat coming down to so anyways, tomorrow I will start my first true day on the Idaho BDR. I'll be heading south. Slept okay last night. It was a little hot, so the latter half of the night I slept good, but still a little tired. I head out to Idaho this morning and begin the BDR at Clark Fork. I'll pick it up near Sandpoint, I guess, is where I want to get on the road before it gets too hot. It's already starting to heat up. The sun's coming out behind me. Campground was surprisingly empty for a 3-day weekend. That being Labor Day, so it was one of the few campgrounds I found that weren't full. So let's do this. It's day one on the Idaho BDR. Wow. It's a little bit warm today. I've been traveling, since I left Clark Fork, I've been traveling around the 4,000 foot level. I think I maxed out around 4,500 feet. In the shade, it was nice. Passed an area that had control burns. I should have stopped and photographed. There was a lookout where you could see they had burnt some of the forest. I'm not sure exactly why they do it. Maybe they do it to control fires later. They go in and log the trees. It looks like they burnt quite a bit of the trees too. So far so good. I left Kettle Falls this morning, so I got quite a late start on the Idaho BDR, but you know, it doesn't matter. So much wilderness out here, you can camp anywhere. Oh boy. Oh, love the new bike. I'm starting to dial it in a little bit. Now I've been doing some dirt. I put it in Enduro Pro mode. Nice, 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 nice. I like it. Anyways, yeah, let's get back at it. At the historic McGee ranger station. That's where I just stopped, had a bite to eat. It's getting later in the day. It's really nice out now. It's cooling off somewhat. So a lot more traffic than there was here last time I was here. Of course I came during hunting season last year. A lot cooler too. Yeah, it's having a good time. Let's see how far we can make it. May camp out just before we get to Wallace. We'll see. This is a good ride. Good ride. I'm near the old river road, which is right on the Coeur d'Alene River, I believe. I'll sleep good tonight, especially here in this little babbling brook right by me. So I've got some water. It'd be nice to be able to clean up, maybe take a soak in here, like a little soaker tub down there. Check it out. Yeah. Left McGee today and then went up to Grassy Mountain and Spyglass Road, and a road called Grizzly, I think it was called Grizzly Road up by Grizzly Mountain. That was pretty cool. I had a big scare There was a turn that kind of doubled back, and I came into it a little hot. Didn't realize how sharp it was. The front wheel started washing out. I do not know how I recovered. I ended up putting my left foot down and hitting the brakes, but I recovered. I just was amazed that the bike slowed down and I was able to throw it back up and keep going. I thought for sure I was going down. It's a big bike and I had a lot of weight on it, so really happy that it all worked out. I should have been looking at my GPS screen and looking at the turns. I don't know what I was doing. Wasn't paying attention, that's for sure. So, but the bike is great. This bike, it's the first time I've ridden it off-road, and I loved it.
Good morning! Out here near the Quarter Lane River on the old river road. I'm here at a secluded campsite off of, can't remember the name of this road, Grizzly Mountain Road or something like that. You can see behind me a nice stream. There's my camp. There we go. Got my bike, I'm getting it all packed up. Yeah, I'm getting everything packed up and ready to go. Gonna pull into Wallace this morning and then go up to My Blue Heaven and Avery and so on and so forth. It's gonna be a great day. I feel it in me bones.
On my way to Avery right now. Came to the first of the trestles that I'm going to see up here, right up there. This is such a cool road right along the river. I think that road up there is called Moon Pass Road. I don't know what this one's called. At some point they cross. This goes through a series of railroad tunnels. I think I'm on the old railroad grade right now, right along the river. Well, maybe not if that's the railroad bridge. That makes no sense, does it? Anyhow, it all comes out at Avery. And yeah, it's a beautiful little ride through here. Beautiful little ride. I love it. Gonna have to stop and strip some clothes off. It's getting really, really warm. But that's okay. As long as the weather's good and the ride's good and no fires, we can do it. Out here along the St. Joe River. Really nice. Just stopped and had lunch. Come down here and take a look at the river. Is beautiful. I saw 2 moose up the road. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to photograph them. It was a mom and a calf. Beautiful, beautiful. Really pretty, really inviting. It's kind of warm out today. That should change drastically as I head up to my blue heaven after I hit Avery. Yeah, that water looks really inviting though. But yeah, it looks like folks are bugging out finally from the 3-day holiday weekend. So I should start having some quiet time to myself, I hope. There'll be kiddies back in school, campers back at home, and the hunters haven't come out yet, although I think I see them staging their areas already. All right, let's go down to Avery. Out here at the Avery Tunnel. See this old railroad tunnel back here. There it is, right there. Just rode through that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Blue Heaven, the Blue Heaven cabin. Left Avery where it was sweltering 84 degrees. That was humid too. Up here it's pretty nice. I think it's only 72 degrees or so. But you work up a good sweat on this road going up there. There's a lot of water ruts and so on and so forth. As soon as the road starts braiding out into these little roads, the main trunk lines aren't used as much, and there's not as much traffic and not as much maintenance. You can tell where a lot of trees have fallen on the road and people have cut them out. But we'll get to Blue Heaven. I'm hoping the road's not blocked or anything. I don't see any reason why not. Take a break up there. Love it! There though, there's a forest fire. It looks pretty big too. I'm not sure where it is. We're gonna head down this way, but we do head out that way. I hope that's not near Lolo Pass. Oh my gosh. I better check the forest fire conditions when I take off tomorrow. Oh man. Anyways, it's gorgeous up here. I think I can see part of the arm of Dvorak Lake. We're going to be going down from here after I hit the blue cabin, so it's going to be fun. Going to be fun. Love it! Well, I made it to my Blue Heaven. Road up there was a little rough, not too bad though. There was one rocky section that was just meaner than crap to the bash plate of my bike. But other than that, yes, oh, there's a blue jay. Blue jay at my Blue Heaven. Not liking me being here, huh? As I mentioned, there's a fire almost due east, a little bit southwest or southeast. I hope it's not on the Lolo motorway. That will be crappy. I hope it's not, you know, I'm being selfish, but I hope it's not affecting anybody else either. So, all right, let's go check out this cabin. All right, let's go in. Smells good in here. Smells really good. Running water. Wow. All these bunks. Lacking some head height, but that's all right. Tall guys can't always have advantages. This is where the shower is. Woohoo! Oh, it's clean in here. Smells clean. Yep, that's me. Love it. Let's check out the back door here. Get a selfie here of me on the back porch of the cabin. It's beautiful out. Beautiful. All right, let's go have a snack. Enjoy yourselves here. love it. Day 4 on the Idaho BDR. I like that Granddad Bridge. Great place to camp. This country, oh, it's so beautiful. Look at it out there. Oh man. I came all the way back from there on that ridge, I think, is where Blue Heaven is. That's a beautiful place. I love Blue Heaven. Anyways, gonna make myself along the Lolo motorway today. We'll see how that goes. Alright, let's go to Pierce, get some gas and some water. Idaho BDR, we love it. I love it. I'm out here at first of many signs along the Lolo motorway. So I got about 90 miles to go till I get Luckcha. See if I get there before dark. It's a burner out today. Lots of clear skies, lots of nice scenery. So I'm not going to complain about that. I could melt on this trail. Or I just saw a group of 3 side-by-sides carrying gear and trailers out of here. So I'm hoping the holiday weekend the people are evacuated. I'll have most of the wilderness to myself. One can only hope. All right. Just pulled into Rocky Ridge Lake. Just saw a side-by-side camper leaving, so I got the place all to myself right now. Very beautiful. Hot though, hot. Nice to be by the lake in the shade here though. It's cooled off some. So that's nice. Yeah, I'm going to have some lunch here and cool off a bit. Beautiful, beautiful. Idaho BDR. You gotta love it. My view is clouded a little bit by the fires. Don't know if you can see them from here, but it's definitely hazy as heck. There's some kind of fire going that way. I don't know if it's down in the Highway 12 area or somewhere else. I think there's fires, or at least a fire, kind of east of me too. I saw a fire yesterday at the top of Blue Heaven, but so far nothing's closed. I got a little smoky back there, but came out of it. But coming up to this point here, holy cow! The climb was just rockier than shit. I ended up having to use my hill start. I stopped to turn the GoPro on, and then it was just found out it was just too gnarly to get going, so I used the hill start to get some momentum going. The Enduro Pro on this is pretty good. Seems to keep me from, spinning the rear wheel out when I want to give it some power, so that's good. She's been a good girl. Still got a ways to go. I'm at 82 miles in or so since I left Granddad. I think I got a total of 134 miles to go to get to Luckcha. We'll see if I make it there tonight. I probably will. Just don't want to have any accidents. Go slow, go steady, enjoy the views. Want to see the Indian post office, Indian Post Office Lake and some of the other stuff up here. This is awesome. Fun ride, just a little warm, starting to get a little hazy from the smoke. At this place called the Smoking Place. Bloody hell. I should gonna call it the Rocky Place. Oh my gosh, it's hard to tell. I'll have to get a picture going up that Rocky Mountain Way. Just being goofy. It's late in the afternoon. All right, well, gonna go up to the Indian Post Office. Indian Post Office Lake, and any other places that are along the way. Anyhow, surprised his bike is holding up in these rocks. No flats, no runs, no drips, no errors. It's a big bike, it's a lot to handle though, that's for sure. Gosh, it's gorgeous out now. I'm away from the smoke. It's just blue sky. Blue sky and white clouds. All right, let's get back at it. At this place called Devil's Chair. Let's go check it out. It's back in here somewhere. Big conglomerate of rocks. This is granite rock face here. So you can see that there. Devil's Chair. Wonder if you can get up there. I'm in my, motorcycle boots and my motorcycle gear. Looks like you got to climb up it to get up there. Not going to happen today. Bet there's some good views out that way. It looks like you could see the Bitterroots from here. But like I said, not today. Well, we at least stopped by Devil's Chair. Must be some good views out there. Here we are. We're at the Indian Lake, or Indian Post Office Lake viewpoint. Yeah, baby, let's go take a look. To get up here without clouds And guess what? It's all socked in due to fire smoke. There's the lake. I don't know if you can see it down there. Right there. Let's dive in. Woo! That'd be a high dive for sure. Alright, so the Indian post office then I think is just a little ways away. We'll head over there. Yeah, unfortunately there's no good views today. All socked into the smoke. Can't win, can't win. Well, at least it's not raining. Well, I made it to the Indian post office, 6,966 feet. This is where Lewis and Clark camped as well. It's called Lonesome Cove Camp. Considered sacred ground, so let's go take a look. Nice. Really nice. So as the traveler back in the day, you would leave your mark, let people know that you were in the area, and this would be where you would retrieve it. Trading, trappers, natives, whatever. Sunshine and views galore out that way, even though it's clouded by hazy smoke. That way looks really beautiful. Nice place to camp, actually. Can you camp on sacred ground? I wouldn't. Beautiful place though. Beautiful place. I had a very humbling experience this morning. I was on my way leaving Darby, just getting on, well, making my way to the Magruder Corridor, and I had a very, very close call. Closest I've ever had riding a motorcycle. Great, the wind starts to pick up now. Actually, it feels pretty good because it's 80 degrees out. So 6,500 feet and it's still 80 degrees. It's a warm one. Anyhow, yeah, I was cruising along about 55, 60 miles an hour. It's a paved road there. Lots of beautiful log homes along the Bitterroot River, and I was going by one, and I, got distracted, and before I knew it, I was in the right lane, heading right to the gravel shoulder, and it started turning on me. And by the time I realized what was happening, I was in the gravel in the shoulder, and there is really no shoulder here. And I started to turn, I hit the brakes, and I realized, if I turn, I'm going to go down. So I went off the embankment. By that time, I was probably slowed down to about 50. Front end came off the ground, and I went down. And thank God there was no root, no stumps, no rocks, just thigh-high grass. I don't know what happened or how I stopped, but I just held on the brakes, downshifted, came to a stop, and let go of the clutch and killed the engine. My heart beating, and I couldn't believe that I just went off the road, off the embankment. Didn't hit anything, didn't crash. It was really weird. It was like a natural thing to do. I pulled out of the embankment and got back on the road, and less than a mile, this just felt kind of weird. I hit a little chipmunk, had a pine cone in his hand, and he was starting to cross the road, and damned if he didn't just turn and go right under my bike. I felt so bad, especially after what just happened to me. I don't like killing animals. Lori, I love you. I love you. I'm glad I'm still here for you. That was scary. Heard from a couple of riders yesterday actually, that the Magruder is pretty ruddy and rocky. But I've been on before, and I recall that. But they've never ridden it, so maybe their perspective was new. But it got me thinking, especially what happened earlier this morning. Gonna use extra caution out there today. So we get down here, 6,587 feet. Montana on this side, Idaho on this side. There it is. So let's go do this. Love it! Love it! This is the Magruder Ranger Station. Established in 1923, is kind of a headquarters for the interior along the Selway Bitterroot mountains here. Pretty spectacular place. Too bad the station's not open. Looks like a neat place to stay. Yeah, it's a great time. So far, easy road, but you know, I got to get up on top, see what it's like. All right. Well, get back at it. Get on the main road. This was a cool side trip. Only half mile off the road. Well worth the stop. Up here at the Magruder massacre site, around 6,800 feet. Holy cow, did you gained elevation coming up from the valley there really fast. Really good views out here today. Smoking views. Look at that. Shouldn't say smoking views. Fantastic views. Look at this. Woo! I'm on a merry-go-round! Unfortunately, it's supposed to start thundering and raining tomorrow, especially at night, and then Friday, the day after. It's supposed to rain all day, so I gotta make a decision. I may just head down south in the rain and then catch the BDR and come back this way. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe I can do that. See how that works out. But other than that, having a great time. Could be heading out that way. Look at that. Blue skies. Not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, baby. Love it. Love it. The high point on the Magruder. Check the GPS, see what it says. Hopefully you could read it. 8,250 feet. It's all downhill from here. Go by Burnt Knob and Poet Creek Campground and see if we can make it out to what's that place called? Green Mountain Lookout. I see a fire over there. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's the fire I saw on the Lolo motorway. All right, I'm at around 7,800 feet on the Magruder Corridor. Just stopped to have lunch. Beautiful, beautiful place to camp. I lost my hat somewhere. I think I might have left it in Hamilton. That's alright, I'll have to get another one. Maybe Elk City has souvenir hats. Be nice to pick one up. I really like that one though because it was my Dust to Dawson hat. I earned it. Check down here. Yeah. Missing my shifting rubber there. Now I wanted to get one of these foldable shift levers, and I found the cheap one on eBay, and god dang it, thing just came unscrewed. But so far I've had most of it all to myself. Love it, love it. Got this big pile of rocks here. I don't know what this is called. Stone Point Lookout or something, or Stony Point, or I have no idea. Should look on the map, but you can see the road we came down right up there along that ridge line. Well, down here behind me here you can see where we're going, and then another road going over there. I wonder if that's the road to Burnt Knob back there. I don't think I'm going to do anything too crazy on the heavy bike by myself here. But what a bike it's been. Yeah. First trip on it out in the sticks. I've done one big road trip, but I love it. I love the different modes. I think I can get up there and get to Green Mountain Lookout. Maybe and camp up there. I think that'd be kind of cool. I hope it's wide open. Maybe there's a source of water too, but I got plenty of water. All right, loving it. I'm here at the Burnt Knob Lookout turnoff. Yeah, that road coming up to the pass there was enough for me. It was pretty rocky. You know, they got a sign here that says, rough, steep road, maintained for 4x4 vehicles. And it's going up pretty good. So, I don't think so. Come back at her with somebody else in a 650, no problem, or even with somebody else. Take my gear off and stash it here and ride up it, but not by myself. Nope, not gonna do it. I'm gonna see if I can make it out towards, what is that called? Green Mountain Lookout. Let's go do it. So far I'm loving this. Idaho BDR, I gotta tell you, I still love you, still love you. on the Green Mountain Lookout. Wow, this is beautiful up here. Beautiful meadows out there. Wow. You can see why the elk want to hang out up here. See why the hunters come out here for the elk. You can see, I don't know if you can see in the camera or not, but out over there, it's a fire. Looks like over there is another fire. That might have been the Lolo fire I saw yesterday. I'm not sure. This one looks pretty new. I just saw that one today. Look at that. $1 million views. Oh, that fire. I hope they get that under control. It looks like it's growing bigger since I first saw it. River, and just had to stop by Nixon Rock. That's so cool. It's funny. Anyways, I'm looking for the Red River campground. Got some bad news. My front fender fell off. My front fender fell off. Anyways, Nixon Rock. That's hilarious. Riggins here. Looks like a managed elk herd. Or an overly managed elk herd. On my way to Bergdorf. Had to stop at the bridge. So beautiful out here. Really is gorgeous. Now, what would help the situation though is it is over 90 degrees right now. The humidity is through the roof. I feel like I'm laying in a tub of warm water right now. Just hot and muggy. Gosh, that is so beautiful back there though. I love this area. River of no return. Someday maybe I go up it and I never return. Maybe that's today. This could be my final words. If that's true, don't worry about me. I'll be happy for eternally. Delicious, delicious country. If it didn't feel like it was Saudi Arabia though. Holy smokes. Well, I did get a couple sprinkles. It's supposed to thunder and lightning and shower tonight, so that's why I got a room reserved in my call. Gorgeous. Hope I don't die from a heat stroke. Let's go do this. Idaho BDR, you know, we love you. Wet twisties. French Creek Road's got them. Look at that. Twisties. Twisties. Woo! Woo, woo, all the way up. Lots of fun on a dual sport bike, that's for sure. Got twisties for galore. Now, if we could just have some cold weather. It's now down to 86. It was 100 degrees down in the Salmon River. Oh my goodness. It was unbearable. The humidity is really high. Look at how steep this canyon is down there. Look at that. Right down there. Oh man, we still got some climbing to do too. You can look over here. We gotta go up. All right, well, maybe there's a cold shower for me at the end. I know Bergdorf Hot Springs doesn't sound very inviting right now. This reminds me, I have my cool vest. What the hell am I doing not putting my cool vest on? I'm an idiot! Should have put it in the river down there and put it on and cooled off. Oh my God, Lee. I'm not thinking. I brought this stuff along and I'm not thinking. God darn it. All right, well, if I can find a cold stream up here, maybe I'll throw this cool vest on. Yeah, that'll feel good. All right, let's get some more climbing done. On the Idaho BDR. I was here last year and the bus was in pretty bad shape. It looks like it's in worse shape this year. Still got all the bullet holes in it. You see all that in there. Wow, can't believe this. I really wonder to know what the story is of this bus. It at one time had a stove in it too. Looked like it was a hunter's camp or something like that. Anyhow, yeah, just a landmark on the Idaho BDR. Just something to say I was here. So, anyhow, I was here. Let's go ahead and get going. The old Edmondson cabin. Everybody knows who Edmondson was. I really don't know. I'm just making a funny joke. It's late in the day. No sign saying who Edmondson was, what they were doing out here. There must be some kind of mine or water source here. I don't see anything, but anyway, it's just something to see along the Idaho BDR. All right, let's get a move on it.
I have been searching all of my days, all of my days. Many a road, you know, I've been walking on, all of my days. And I've been trying to find what's been in my mind, as the days keep turning into night. Well, I have been quietly standing in the shade all of my days. Watch the sky breaking on the promise that we made, all of this rain. And I've been trying to find what's been in my mind, as the days keep turning into night. Many a night I found myself with no friends standing near, all of my days. I cried aloud, I shook my hands at what I'm doing here, all of these days.
Okay, I'm on my way to Yellow Pine. I actually went through Bergdorf and Warren this morning. It was freaking cold up there, dropped below 40 degrees. Had to stop and put some warm clothes on, change out my gloves for the first time on the trip. This road is spectacular, not to be missed. I don't know if you can see behind me these rugged mountains. I mean, they just go down. I think we're going to go down to the bottom down there. But it's a sweet little road, it's fun. If you're scared of heights, this is not the place to be. Doubly so on a motorcycle. It's got pretty good drop-offs, and it snakes its way around going down. I mean, yeah. But it's beautiful. It is fantastically beautiful. Glad I'm out here. This is the way to spend your vacation. Wow. I gotta say it again. Idaho! I love ya!
All of my days, for I look around me, and it seems you found me, and it's coming into sight, as the days keep turning into night, as the days keep turning into night. And even breathing feels alright. Yes, even breathing feels alright. Now even breathing feels alright. Yes, even breathing feels alright.
This is the Elk Creek Cemetery. Piece of history in Idaho here. It's a kind of a sad story what happened here. People got killed left and right. And a gentleman called Three Finger Smith blew his fingers off with a shotgun by accident. Strange. Cool place to have your final remains stored. Sounds like it was a hard life out here though. Really hard life. But it's a beautiful area, that's for sure. It's going to take me forever to get through this at this rate. I'm just blinded by beauty and nature. I just came up through that valley after coming up over the other side of those mountains, you know, coming that way actually, and then dropping down. Oh, look at that. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Idaho. Gotta love it. Up at or near Elk Summit. This is some great views right up here. Looking down through those big canyons. We go up the road right here. Delicious. And there's a saddle you can see back there, I think. That'll be the high point. And I hope we start dropping down to Yellow Pine. I think we're over halfway to Yellow Pine right now. Just past a rider going the other way. We were both going a little hotter on the turn, so we didn't stop. But I stopped shortly up here just in case, and I just had a quick bite to eat, enjoying these views. Stupendous views. I say that every stop, but it's true. It's true. My oh my. like elk tracks right on the beach of Deadwood Reservoir. Look at that. Let's get a size comparison with my boot. So here I'm at Deadwood Lake. Beautiful place. Should probably camp here. But I think I'm going to go to Loman because the forecast set for thunder showers again tonight and rain. And Loman is right along the Payette Highway, Highway 21 I believe. I think it's called. And if the weather is bad I can exit. Maybe I can find and take and come out at Trinity. Trinity is pretty damn high. It's 9,000 feet or so. That's another place I don't want to be in a thunderstorm. So I figure every couple hours I get farther south is a couple hours I may not have to be in the rain if I decide to bail. So yeah. From there it's not that far to finish the BDR, it looks like. Just a couple of days. So I wasn't that far off last time I did this. I love this place. Haven't seen anything wrong with Idaho yet. The people have been nice. The scenery has been dynamite. The landscape is just unbelievable. And lots of wild open spaces still. Or maybe not so wild, but lots of open spaces still compared to where I currently live. Idaho, I love you. I love you. The Idaho Burn Discover Route. So for the past 40 miles or so, I've been riding through this burnt area. It's one of the most extensive I've seen. I've probably ridden through other areas that are just as bad but have grown back. This must have been recent. Just thousands of acres. Look at that. As far as the eye can see, it's mind-numbing. Probably started by lightning. It's just kind of interesting. You can see all the roads. You can see all the logging cuts in the hillsides and everything. You can really see what man has done to the land after it's been burned. You can see all the cuts and the bruises and scrapes and whatnot. The earth will heal itself, but it's just amazing to see all this stuff. I bet the elk like this stuff. You know, it burns it out and then there's grasses, and so the elk are probably just loving this stuff. And you know what? I bet the hunters like it too. More open area, they can spot across, and so on and so forth. So I don't know if it's good for the elk or good for the hunters. Anyhow, trying to get down to Loman. This is the long way down. We've got a long ways to go down. We're over 7,000 feet. I think we hit the summit back there, 7,800 feet or so. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock. You gotta get down. I want to get down to Loman or somewhere near and camp. I want to get out of altitude. You can see the sky is starting to overcast. The temperature dropped a little bit, but I'm sure it'll come back up when I get down to the bottom. Infamous Long Creek water crossing. I thought I'd take a look at it. It does look pretty deep. Yeah, it looks like it's at least knee deep or so. It's not something I want to try by myself. Not on this big bike. So maybe next time I come. Yeah, that drops in pretty good right there. Looks like the best route would be like right in here. But man, if you fell. But yeah, it's not something I wanna do by myself anyways. I certainly don't want to dump my bike in it and get water in the airbox and everything, and oh my gosh, that would just be horrible. Not today, not by myself, not with a big ass 1200. Too big. All right, well, let's take the alternate route to Loman. This does look cool though. Trying to come out, and then we got a campfire here. Woo. Okay, I'm in my tent. Can everybody hear that? It's rain! Rain, rain, rain! Let's try to avoid this. I'm so glad that I left Deadwood Lake though, went over that pass, and I'm only a couple miles outside of Loman here along the road I camped along. I think it's still the Longs Creek, or actually it's turned into a river now. But yeah, I had a break in the rain. I went outside and started a campfire, made some breakfast, but then it picked back up. Look at my hair. Not much up there anymore to worry about, so that's the way it goes. Anyhow, I have a couple choices. I was thinking I'd finish. You know, I was looking down the road at the mountains, and they were. You know, it was misty, but now it's raining again pretty good, so I think this might be the end of my BDR trip. Skunked again. Last time due to time, this time due to weather. And you know, the bad news is I really didn't bring any, vortex gear. The forecast was for 90 degrees, 89, 78. 80 to 90 degree weather, which I had the whole time until, you know, today. It didn't show any rain in the long term. But yeah, I didn't want to bring my Gore-Tex
riding jacket because that thing, it would have been hot. It's not vented very well. It's great in the rain though, but in the heat, it's the exact opposite. But I do have waterproof undergarments here. I got my riding pants that came with mine, and so on and so forth, so should be okay. But you know, overall, Idaho, I love you. I love the Idaho BDR. It's been fantastic. Love it. Love it!
Flat road outside of LeGrand. I hope you can hear me, it's a little windy. So on the old Oregon Trail Road, the road is now called Poverty Flats Road. You can see I-84 down below me there. My Idaho BDR journey is coming to an end. I'm on my way home. It's been another fantastic journey. I got to return back to civilization. But it's been a fantastic journey. BDR. I love you, man. I love you. It's awesome. It's awesome. I wish everybody safe travels. Keep the rubber side down.